Major changes to tell you about when it comes to tobacco. In fact, big tobacco may never be the same again. President Obama is praising Congress for putting the marketing and sale of cigarettes and other tobacco products under the FDA's oversight. So that legislation is now on his desk. We expect that he will sign it. Let's go to CNN's Brian Todd in Washington for more on what this means. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Reggie. At least one watchdog group, the Center for Responsive Politics, says this is a big reversal of fortune for the tobacco companies. For decades, that industry had successfully opposed the heavy hand of government regulation, but now it will have to submit to new rules on what's in cigarettes and how they're advertised, especially toward children.
No ads within 1,000 feet of schools or playgrounds. Black and white ads only. Bigger warning labels. No more candy or fruit-flavored cigarettes. Just some of the tough new regulations in a bill that will give the government unprecedented power to regulate the tobacco industry. Supporters say a top goal is to prevent the marketing of cigarettes to children.
How many loved ones and constituents do you know have died from lung cancer caused by smoking? This bill can help those 13, 14, and 15-year-olds who are growing up now not to become addicted to tobacco.
The government projects the bill would reduce underage smoking by 11% over the next decade and cut down smoking by adults 2%. Opponents say it also cuts free speech rights and represents bureaucratic meddling.
Freedom and self-reliance and individualism can solve these problems a lot better than a bunch of politicians and bureaucrats and tobacco police here from Washington, D.C.
President Obama, who struggled to kick his own habit, will sign the bill, which finally pushed through after decades of resistance by the tobacco industry.
This bill has obviously been a long time coming. We've known for years, even decades, about the harmful, addictive, and often deadly effects of tobacco products.
Altria Group, owner of the largest American cigarette maker, Philip Morris, is the only major manufacturer to support the bill. A libertarian critic of the legislation says the ad restrictions will actually benefit the biggest cigarette makers whose brands are already well known.
Big tobacco is a perennial villain. Congress loves to tax them, loves to run against them, loves to say that they're going to regulate big tobacco out of existence or keep cigarettes out of the hands of kids, but usually it's big tobacco that has their way with Congress rather than the other way around.
Now, as for one of the most critical issues in this entire debate, the use of the addictive substance nicotine, the bill empowers the FDA to require manufacturers to reduce the levels of nicotine in cigarettes, but it does not ban nicotine outright and does not ban smoking. Reggie, a lot of people had looked for those clauses in this bill. There just wasn't enough momentum to put those in right now. That may be something to watch out for in the future.